Right, you're going to have to bear with me with the fan because it's absolutely roasting hot. Yeah. Look at my fingers. I've been grafting in the front garden. So I'm a bit of a mess. But Kristen just had a visit from Astral DJ. So and it seems really important because there's 3 names at least from what I've seen at first glance that's repeated from what I did. So Mark. Now Mark is important because Mark was my teacher as far as going with spirit. A Richard and a Morris and a John. So 4 names, sorry. So those names may be really important. Kiri obviously is important for some reason. So if you see those names anywhere, it's important. Also, Kristen, look out for the ants because they mention ants. So ants will be a sign of something coming. It's usually teamwork. It's usually working together on a greater good, a bigger purpose. So you're right, you are getting a message because you, I believe, Country and Elaine have a higher purpose. You have to find your apprentice and you have to pass it on and teach. Just like Mark taught me, because he always said he wouldn't make old bones and I always argued with him, but I think he was passing it on to me. So you have to pass the baton. It doesn't mean that you're going to shuffle off the mortal coil. It just means that you need to pass your gift on. It can't be wasted. So, how are we going to do this? I don't know how to do this. Let me think. Mister, what clue can I have? Right, what we're going to do, I know what we're going to do. We'll just do what we do normally when we don't know what we're doing. And we'll get a normal deck and we'll just see which one falls out first. And then we'll use that as our significator, yeah? So, here we go. If you don't know what a significator is, it's when you're reading for a specific person or thing, they can either pick the card themselves or you can pick it for them, depending on whatever. A lot of tarot readers don't use them, but I think it makes it more focused on them. So obviously if they pick a card, it's important. Nothing happens for no reason. So we're going to find a card. Here we go. So you have to read it for the long run. You can always pause it, can't you? So 4 of Swords. We're looking for the 4 of Swords. Which is either you have to fight for something you believe in, or it's time to put your sword down. You've won the battle, but maybe not the war. Yeah? So, we've won one battle. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but we've won it. So, 4 weeks is mentioned. Let's see what they want us to know. There it is. So it's important then. A passing, a betrayal. 10 weeks. Somebody either has passed. Kristen, it's very important for you. It is an end to pain, physical and emotional though. And that's what they want us to know. The pain is over. Okay? But there is a narcissist child perhaps of the deceased person, or perhaps of yours, or a water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or someone you're bonded to emotionally that loves herself more than anyone else. It's an immature energy. So wishes and dreams can't come true because the ghost's spirit can't rest until this is settled. Somebody has to face this chaos head on and sort it out. Aquarius energy. It's somebody who's withdrawn, somebody who's not getting the word out to society, not socialising. A rose is important. The name Rose, or a rose is being put in a coffin. It's 17, negative energy. So wherever you see that number, I don't care if it's on the end of a bank card, telephone number, whatever it is, the 17 is negative. Something has to be addressed. But for now, we have to rest up because we've won one battle and now we have to get ready for the next. So make sure that you get enough rest and you're ready for it. 4 weeks. Perhaps a day off, perhaps a bit of a holiday, whatever it is. There is someone who's ungrateful here, and if you're ungrateful, Spirit will take something else from you. Or someone that believes they haven't got as far as they should have done. They're comparing themselves to other people and they'll never be happy whilst they do. They're seeing the glass as half empty, and it's not half empty or half full. It's refillable by you. 7 years. The right choice has to be made. Communications, positive communications have to be had, possibly with siblings, twins, Gemini energy, but above all it's about communications. Hands, arms, shoulder issues are healed. Gemini is what we're in now. Remember the astrology. Look at the astrology for the day. Look at your astrological chart. See where Gemini and Aquarius might be in your chart. The Aquarius is negative. The Gemini is positive. Somebody's being kept in the dark about something. Very confused. Don't know which path to choose. 7 months is mentioned. 2 sevens mean you're more than halfway, so don't give up. And then it's having the strength and courage to face your demons, the inner struggle, the karmic struggle, possibly with a Leo, or if you are a Leo, it's your internal struggles. So country, if you're listening, it's an internal struggle. It's you are strong enough, you are brave enough, and it's time to have the courage to do it, whatever it is you need to do. The 8 or 26 is fantastic, the 6 or 24 is fantastic, okay? It's just a 17 that's negative. So we've got that far. Let's see. Any illness will be healed, especially the heart and back. It's courage, it's strength, it's patience. It's August, end of July, August, which is maybe 10 weeks from now, I don't know. It can't be that far away. 4 weeks would take us to July, so 8 weeks would take us to August, so maybe the middle of August. I would say more towards the end though. Yeah, a decision will be made. 2 weeks. We're out of Mercury retrograde now. We aren't going backwards, we're going forwards. You are strong enough, they keep saying it, you are strong enough. It might be a heavy burden, you might be fed up, but you are strong enough to carry on with this. The ox is last year, so something maybe that's been a heavy burden from last year, or anybody born in the year of the ox. And the lion, we know, was defeated, which is what they need, by the tiger to earn the year of the tiger, which is this year. So we're looking at the animal totems, the bull and the lion. So you see them on a piece of pottery, anything. And look at what they're saying, Kristen. The ant. You are no longer sacrificing yourself for ungrateful people. You're putting your boundaries in place. You're saying no. This is the chap that gave up everything so that people could have fire. And then realised that they were ungrateful. They never helped him. They left him hung up to dry so that he had to suffer. So he's not going to do that anymore. He's learnt to say no, or you should learn to say no to whatever this is that's being revisited from the past, or from the Aquarius energy, the 17. And there it is, the spirit. This is us on the internet, really, because that's my card. So it's in the web. Look for the red spiders. The red spiders are a lucky sign. We're coming, because this morning we had the High Priestess in hell, didn't we? She's coming out of hell. The truth is being told. Secrets are being revealed. And perhaps on the internet, there is a web of lies that is being found out. 2 and 29, positive energy. 12 is positive. Pisces is positive. Somebody feels half erased, lost, not one of the pack anymore. When you follow our path, I'm afraid, you do sometimes end up feeling like you're the black sheep of the family. I've resigned myself to it now, it doesn't bother me. But for some, in the early stages, it does make you feel like you're shut out, lost, outside of society. So it's changes. Something has to change. You have to release yourself from this. What did they say this morning? Find the little things in life to be happy about. And someone wants to follow you. But let them know that you are not their leader. You won't walk behind them. You won't walk in front of them. But you will walk beside them and help them. So you can only show them. You can't tell them how to do things, because they'll find their own way and their own lessons. Again, somebody who doesn't feel adequate, somebody who might not be the first one to speak up. You'll notice a follower that follows you all the time, but maybe doesn't even say anything, but you know they're there for some reason. So look after them, but always be grateful for what you've got, because when you do, and when you face this, and you shine your light and don't dim it for other people, you will, from that nasty grit, that stone in your shoe, that irritating thing, find a beautiful pearl. It will be worth it. You are strong enough. So get your word out there, especially on the internet. The 17 then is possibly the one that is in hell. Someone who is coming out of the shell. Someone who will be able to come out of this nightmare because they are strong enough. Or it could be us on the 17th of any month. Date for your diary and address that will come out of this. But we are revisiting something from the past, perhaps from our childhood, maybe child abuse. It's something that needs to be addressed, but it's not pleasant. A return to the inner child. You be there for your inner child. You go back to where it was that life went very grim, and you tell them that everything's going to be all right. Heal yourself so that you can move forward with a positive mindset, knowing that you don't have to repeat the lessons of the past, but you do have to address the past. Injustices have taken place, there's no doubt about that. Libra energy, the loins, the marital home, impotence maybe, court cases maybe, colon, prostate cancer, that sort of thing. 11 is negative, injustice. But we are protected by Archangel Michael, the Libra, the Gemini, the Aquarius. So we've got Libra and Aquarius and Gemini all mentioned. The air signs. Professional advice may be needed. Good advice, doctors, priests or lawyers. The male doctor, priest or lawyer. And then a transformation takes place. Scorpio energy. We're coming out of our safety zone and we're going to transform our lives. A new world is dawning. It's time to accept our mission in life and move forwards. Too many. Yeah, let go of control. Don't try and control things because it's going to get messy. Just carry on, focus on your path. Don't sit on the fence and moan about what's going wrong. See what's going right and pass the positive message on to people. You will fill your own cup with happiness if you do. Wishes and dreams will come true. within a month, maybe the conception of a child, you are loved. Unconditional love of a father figure, or a cancer, someone there is no boundaries to their love. They love you unconditionally. Absolutely beautiful. The only thing that's stopping you with this ecstasy and this happiness is looking back on the past and dwelling on it. There's too much water under the bridge now. It's time to cross that bridge. And when you do, there will be happiness on the other side. 5 months. That's fantastic. So, it's not going to be easy, but you have to follow your true calling. What we're going to do now is find ourselves some cards. Let's have a look. Absolutely fantastic. Where you lead, I will follow. Oh. For you, Kristen, it is your faith. You have a lot of faith. And it feeds the positive energy in people. Keep it going. Capricorn. Yep, someone is being used. There's no two ways about it. But it also means that you use every tool at your disposal to get where you need to go. Put the effort in and you will succeed. I'm not going to read it. 22. We know it's 22. Positive energy. Feel the fear and do it anyway. The 15 is toxic though. It is breaking the shackles. You need to break the shackles that have held you down, dimmed your light. If you like, the system, raging against the system, rebellion of some way, being the black sheep, not doing the things the way other people do them, finding your niche and being successful at it. Absolutely bloody fantastic. Lilith. And what did we say about Black Moon Lilith before? The ex-wife, the Jewish Talmud, it says, from the Jewish Talmud. So let's see what she's got to tell us. Lilith, the little hussy. So, Lilith was demonised for quite some time, but she is also about women's rights. Now, I don't believe in women's rights. That's a bit controversial. I believe we are all equal, male and female. So, although technically not a goddess, Lilith is an important female archetype figure. She was Adam's first wife, so the name Adam could be important as a first name or last name, but refused to accept the inferior place in missionary position, sex with him, and flew to the Red Sea. So there may be problems, like I said, with impotence and sex. To liberate herself and engage in active sex life. So someone can have been going elsewhere. Sex, freedom from domination, independence, a mind and body, closeness to nature, moving on, the dark part of the moon cycle, so facing your dark side. Lilith is in your card spread means contact with your sexuality and sensuality, even if it costs a complete upheaval of your life. So a passion that you cannot deny. Love affairs or unexpected meetings will happen that completely take you by surprise. A longing to live a simpler life may take you on an initiative to leave complicated situations and move on. There you go, Christine. Off the grid. You may find that you are breaking your own rules in order to follow your heart. You may wish to reconnect with nature, particularly the desert. You determined for yourself your own path through life. Well done. Drawing this card also warns you to be alert to danger while travelling, so to take any measures necessary to ensure your safety. Now, this is important because they gave me an add-on and I am going to post it on my Facebook page, possibly under today's read. There is something about motorcycles, perhaps even a vintage motorcycle, and speed. Someone has to be very careful when they're driving. I don't know who it is, but there is a danger here, a near miss. The chance, perhaps, of a flight if you're going to a desert area on a plane. It's massively important. I don't ignore it anymore. There's too many times I've not said it because I didn't want to upset anybody or worry anybody. I'm just saying, be very careful. So, here we go. Capricorn energy is positive, but not if it's the 15. And remember to look in your astral charts. I told you to get the app. You must look at your chart and see where they all fall for you, because it'll be different for everybody. And there it is. What did I say, Kristen? I don't say anything that comes out my mouth when I'm doing a read that isn't spirit. Faith. It's about your faith. It doesn't matter what religion you are, as long as you have faith. Even if you've got no religion, if you have faith in yourself. Faith is the most powerful quality, and it will move mountains. The mountains that goat is trying to climb. Angel wisdom, though, reminds you not to have blind faith in people or situations, so don't let people pull the wool over your eyes. Use your common sense and discernment, and never give your power to another. Don't dim your light. Instead, put your faith in yourself and the higher powers. Pray with integrity from your still wise centre, and know that your requests are being granted. So if you've been praying, Kristen, and you've asked for something, it's coming. Act as if it has already manifested, because that is faith. Your angel guidance is to increase your faith in the infinite. Have faith that the universe is supporting you. They're not going to let you down. So, and country, until I get the deck, which I don't know if I'll be able to use on YouTube because it's rude, isn't it? I'm using these for you. So here we go. I hope you see these, because you don't always watch, do you? We'll see. I did them this morning, so if you haven't watched this morning and you're watching this, go back, country, because there's a message for you on there as well. So you three girls, definitely. April, I'm not sure yet what yours is, but you are there for a reason. And Ben, you're the ones I think that are here on a mission. And Leonard, if he's still there. What does that say? I will endeavour to be strong yet vulnerable in order to heal my inner child. What did I say? We've got to go back to our childhood, heal that inner child, tell them it's going to be all right. You are strong enough. You have the strength to do it. So, there's your answer to your question. I am going to do the dice, because why not? Karmic rewards. Gemini, what did I say? Communication is the key. You have to communicate. First house, it's about Aries, looking after yourself, having self-esteem, having self-worth, standing up for yourself. Being your unique self. There's no two ways about it. You've got to be you. Don't dim your light. The karmic rewards. First house, Gemini. North Node. The path of effective communication. The soul is learning how to express itself without ambiguity or ambivalence. So when you're the black sheep, sometimes you get pissed off and you start getting a bit antsy. You will learn that this is a path of truth, and that's what you're on. You're on your path of truth. Absolutely bloody beautiful. North Node in the first house, this placement indicates a need to express your individuality. Become centered around yourself, not in an egotistical way, but knowing that you are the most important thing. Unless you look after yourself, you can't look after anybody else. It has learnt that harmony through relationships. So, it's a big thing about you've made the right choice with the right person, and know that you're on the right path. If somebody's dimming your light and you're not happy, you're in the wrong place. Absolutely beautiful read. Thanks for that song. I will put it on. It was Mr. Kiri, wasn't it? So look for that name. I will try and dissect all this for you, but thanks for that song, Kristen. Anybody ever has a song, I will try and do reads from. So, because there's a reason you're getting the songs. They're not just there for no reason. Remember the ants, massively important. Country, look for the white horse. We've all got to look for the crows, the kingfishers, beavers, otters, country, you know, I'll look in my book later to see what the otter is, but you know what sign that is. We've got so much information that they keep giving us, we've just got to know how to decipher it. Brilliant read, thanks for listening, speak soon.